Hi fam, this is Na'avah.
And I'm Ochnok. I'm glad that you guys could tune in today. This is actually our first video, and we've been talking about doing this for how long?
Few years.
Probably a few years now. So, as you see, we've been some procrastinators, and
it happens.
It does. But we're dedicated. We renewed our commitment that we're actually going to put this series together,
right,
and put it out there for you people. And basically, what it is that we've come up with is it's called Life 2.0, the upgrade. And we said that we're going to do this once a week, starting April 1st, which is today, 2015. And we're going to try to run this series for the next 3 years. 3 years?
3 years. 3 years.
You going to be able to do that?
We're going to do our best to do that.
We are going to do our best. And
a lot is going to be going on in the next 3 years. And I will say that the procrastination that we've been doing has put us a little bit behind schedule, but it's not too late. So with all the inner workings going on, we're going to try to make sure that we do this once a week for the next 3 years. And as we progress, there'll be more that we'll share with you so you can kind of understand why we're even working on this 3-year timetable.
You're right. So let's get into it. Basically what we're trying to do now is we've noticed that the system that we're in, the matrix that we're tied into is controlled basically by money. Everything is monetary. Everything has to do with currency. And if you don't have it, you really can't get anything done. You're just going to struggle, try to get a loan, worry about credit, all this other stuff. So we realized somewhere along the line that the energies have shifted and things are happening a lot faster. Manifestations are happening a lot faster. When you think about something, no sooner you think about either somebody giving you a phone call or it's coming to place, you get a letter in the mail or something's happened or you're noticing, hey, what's going on?
Right.
And we notice that some people they have gifts that have come online. They're able to do some things spontaneously that they couldn't do before. They can't explain it. Right. They're going on YouTube videos and they're trying to read books to understand, what's happening to me. Why am I changing? Why can I hear voices? Or why can I see apparitions of spirits of things? Or, why is my cat or dog looking at me real funny and strange and the eyes are changing colors, So, these are just some different examples that we want to touch on.
Right. So, yes, it's a lot to it, but it's not complicated. I promise, it's not complicated once you begin to grasp and understand what's going on around us, what's going on inside of us, because everything's energy. And we'll get into that as we proceed. But everything is energy, and you need to just kind of understand how that works. It's not complex, but it's very, very important. So we'll touch on a lot of things dealing with diet, exercise, practices for spirituality, whether it be meditation or yoga or whatever it is that you may choose to do, and how that's going to benefit you long term.
Can you give them a little bit about your background? Just over the last, maybe over the last few years.
Over the last couple of years, it's just like spiritually, it's been, it took off. But I went to school. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I am a certified master Reiki teacher. I'm also a spiritual counselor and life coach. And I specialize with setting up sacred spaces. Whether it be a meditation room or your altar or just a place for you to go and release and just connect with divine. And I work with herbs as well. So we'll be touching on a lot of those things as we go through. And no, y'all, not the kind of herbs that though we'll talk about that too. But I'm talking about, the other stuff. Legal herbs, okay? All right.
Okay. So now we're married. This is my wife. We have 3 kids. We've been together. How long have we been married?
We have been married 11 years, but we've been together for 13 years. But I've known this man since I was 11 years old, and I am now.
Right.
So yeah, we've known each other for a long time.
And I'm going to tell you, we have grown tremendously.
Yes.
We have bonded and we have fallen out and we have bonded again, and we just kind of realize what what worked for us.
Right.
You know, and how do you do that? How do you make a relationship last? How do you continue to renew your love for each other? Be in each other's space,
Right.
enjoy each other's time, look forward to trips and going out and spending time with your family and cooking together and reading and studying together and, you know, all these different things. And I also want to say that we both grew up with a very religious and strict background. So we'll get into that as we go through. You know, I was vegetarian, she was vegetarian.
We have so many classes we got to teach. You know, we have so many classes.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
It's a lot. But we'll see if we'll keep it at once a week. It may end up being more than that.
I may do some secret classes, especially for you men out there, because there's some things that I want to tell you that you need to know. You know, and it may be one-on-one.
Okay. Yeah. If y'all guys know, like I know, y'all might want to go ahead and take a woman's perspective on some of those things. I'm just saying.
It'll help. It'll help, but, you know, we'll see. I'm going to talk to y'all later.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, yes. learning how to spend time with the kids and have fun, but we're more on a spiritual path right now. You know, we don't profess, you know, any religious affiliation as of right now. If I had to say anything, I would say we would embrace all religions, because we realize that there is a piece, there's a part in every religion that's on the face of the planet that you could take and bring home and incorporate into your lifestyle. You know, so I disagree with being able to pick one and say that that one religion encompasses everything, because all of my research and study shows that it doesn't. But it's basically been a whole, and it was fragmented into so many pieces, and what we're doing is trying to bring all those pieces back together so that you can have a better understanding, a better way to live, you know, and a more freer life. I never liked that word.
Free?
Yeah, freer.
No.
Freer. I'm going to come up with a better word than a freer life.
Yeah, we'll go with more of the life that you were destined to have.
Yeah.
We were destined to be happy and well, and there's that word again, but free.
Right.
To do a lot of different things, and you'll actually find more things in common as you begin to look at the different religions and open your mind. Then you actually find this different. So that's how you know that it all had to start at one common core piece. But, you know, like Ochnok said, we'll get into it later.
Right.
We'll get into it later.
And one thing I'm going to say is freedom is not free.
Yeah.
Okay? There is a cost for you to want to live that free lifestyle, for you want to be able to come and go and not have to work a job, and to be able to just spend time reading or laying out in front of the sun and enjoying yourself. Mm-hmm. You know, there's some preparations and things that you got to do to be able to do that. That's what we're working on, and we want to be able to build a network of people who are like-minded and realize that, hey, this old system of working a 9 to 5, getting up early in the morning, dragging the kids off to little prison schools,
right?
And
because they're all little boxes,
right?
Just little boxes.
All these little boxes all day, sitting in cubicles around people who seem irritated all the time, upset, angry. You speak to them, they don't speak back. They like invisible or something.
Now y'all
that's
need to know that's a pet
peeve
of his. It's a pet peeve of his, so it's gonna probably come up a couple of times. As we do this, it's cool, but it needs to be addressed. And baby, let me just say this now. Now, by no means are we saying that we've got it all figured out. No, we got the perfect marriage, and we have the perfect family, and we just know everything is just going to fit in this look. We're not saying that. I mean, to me, we make mistakes daily.
Mm-hmm. Everybody.
But that's everybody has their own mistakes that they have to learn from. If you're beginning to learn and grow, you're going to make less and less of the same type of mistakes. Eventually, they'll be non-existent. So it's not like that things are perfect. It's just that we've gained so much just in the last 2 years or so.
Right.
That we've learned it would be very selfish of us to not share it with other people. That's something that we need to do. We've been petitioned and told, hey, it's time for you to start talking. It's time for you guys to start moving and doing. You have too much knowledge between you guys to just keep it to yourself. So that's really the goal that we're working on. We just need to share. We need to share with everyone.
I agree. Now, my background is I love to research. Mm-hmm. I have spent so many years of just gathering data and going across the world and pulling papers together, pulling studies together, pulling reports together to see what's going on with Eastern, religions or Eastern mysticism or Eastern teachings versus Western teachings. Why are those so separated, and why are they so ahead of us spiritually? And how can we catch up? How can we learn from them or our ancestors who left so much information for us? Just so we could see and spark something inside of us, so we can understand. Hey, they were on to something here. Why was this buried, or why was this lost, or why was this, put away, or why is this considered quackery or crazy, or any other names that they want to try to dismiss, something. So I say, sit down with us, give us your time, lend an ear, and have an open mind.
Right.
Everybody has a belief system that you've been programmed with, but it may not necessarily be yours. It may not be your thoughts. So we want to help you to become more genuine, become more yourself, be authentic. That's what I want you to be, authentic.
Walk in truth. That's, my husband would tell you, that's my biggest thing. Walk in truth. Be honest with who you are, and you will be able to do that each and every day, no matter what you're doing, where you're going, who you're surrounded by, because nothing else will matter if you accept and acknowledge your truth and you walk in that daily. So that's a big thing. That's what we are attempting to accomplish in our lives every day. Every now and again you need a reminder, because you may kind of fall off, and that's normal, but it's getting to the point to where it's consistent. And it's very, very important, because we have so much other stuff going on. Nobody has time to pretend to be something that they're not.
Right.
That time is over. We've done it for many generations. It's over. It's time to be real, be authentic, because you're going to be able to see, no matter what another person is doing anyway, whether or not they're authentic.
Right.
So it's up to you to be your true self. You're not hiding anything. And that's what we plan on doing, is being very transparent.
Right. We pull the mask off.
Yes, come on.
This is who we are with my raspy voice because of the allergies are kicking up, or whatever's going on with us. We don't mind sharing.
Right.
Our faults and whatever else, just so someone else can learn. We have to do better with the generations of stuff that's coming up. We can't just let them figure it out.
No.
Or we just can't let them run out there and just say, oh, I'm going to do this, that, or I'm going to do nothing. Prisons are too filled. Why?
We don't have to beat them over the head either.
Right.
We're not beating them over the head. You'll be surprised how open
kids are intelligent. They're super intelligent right now.
These kids really are. I mean, we have children. We talk to them all the time. There's no subject or topic that is off limits. From our youngest all the way up, to the oldest, there's no subject that's off limits, and we're able to talk to them, and they're very intelligent. They get it. So as parents, we need to make sure that we're constantly talking to the kids and giving them the opportunity to respond, not just talking at them. So that's we're getting the next generation ready as well.
Okay, so. One of the things you're definitely going to have is a composition book. You need to grab you a composition book, get you some highlighters, get you some pens, because you're going to really need to take notes, and you're going to need to take notes of your thoughts. With every class, we're going to give, instructions. We're going to give you homework, some things that you need to work on for yourself. And basically what it's going to do is going to pull back layer by layer to get down to your authentic self, to know how you really think and how you really feel, and the things that you want to accomplish for you. Not what anybody else thinks, or what they may want you to do, or the way that you grew up and you're supposedly destined to become whatever, whoever. No. What do you want? That's all that matters. What do you want out of your life? Who do you want to be with? How do you want to dress, act, talk? Where do you want to live? These are the kind of things that everyone needs to have this opportunity to know that it's your God-given or goddess-given birthright to be a free will being. That's a gift.
Right.
And we're going to touch on all of these different things. You're going to have some meditations that we're going to go through. We're going to have some detox regimens that we're going to go through. We'll be available probably once a month for some Q&A, question and answer sessions. As we post these on YouTube, we're going to definitely keep the comments off.
Yes.
I agree. We're going to keep the comments off for this reason.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people still, a lot of us, we can't think for ourselves. So we'll judge some content by reading the reviews versus listening to the content for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if somebody says, hey, these guys are crazy, they don't know what they're talking about, or these guys are off their rocker, or I don't know what they're talking about. It has nothing to do with religion, or, you know, whatever it is. We don't want anybody to be dissuaded or persuaded. If you found the channel and you found our interviews, then it's for you.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And
Exactly.
you'll know if it's right for you because you'll feel it in your heart. It'll resonate in your heart. You'll be able to look into our eyes
Mm-hmm.
and see and know
Yeah.
whether we're genuine, whether we're telling the truth, or, you know, whether we're doing this for an ulterior motive. We don't have any ulterior motives.
We're just sharing because, quite frankly, my truth is my truth.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you agree with me or disagree. I'm not going to be mad at you. But I feel like that it's worth sharing. Just sharing with other people. I don't know how many other people out there may have some of the same ideas I have, or some of the same ideas that my husband may have, or they may, to me, we should be learning. We should be learning from each other anyway. So they may say something that may spark a thought or something. The point of it is right now is just to get out there. There will be ways for you to get in contact with us at a later point in time. But you're like, Ochnok said, we will be leaving the comments off for now. But you will have a way to contact us, and
Right.
we will definitely be able to use that and communicate with whomever decides that they would like to get some more information or to share some information with us. We're not afraid to learn. This is part of being human. The human existence is learning and growing. And hopefully you continue to learn and grow, because
Right.
that's the point of it. You don't just get to this place and you stop and that's it, because you never have it figured all out.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. So, we're going to continue to communicate, and we'll have open dialogue. And like Ochnok said, we will have some FAQs. So we may take a combination of any emails or anything that we've gotten and then come back and just do a class on that maybe once a month,
Right.
answering some questions.
And overall, whatever we do from this point on out, I want it to be free. I want all of us to understand this simple concept of give freely.
That's right.
Give freely. That means give from the heart to someone. It may be a stranger. It may be somebody that you just have this intuition that they have a need.
Right.
And you give without expecting anything in return. If we could do this as human beings around the globe, do you know we would shake this planet to its core? We won't need their systems anymore, because we would have what we need. If I have an overabundance, I can share with all my neighbors and friends because I have everything I need.
Right.
Suppose everyone else around me has an overabundance. We can keep spreading this network bigger and bigger, further and further, right? And we will all end up being self-sufficient. We will have our own energy because we'll be sharing ideas and schematics of
Right.
free energy. It's always been available to us.
But see, you're going too far.
I'm sorry, I'm getting into the classes
He's
already,
going too
but
far. He's going too
I
far.
get excited.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
an introduction, just to say hello, we're out here, and we can't wait to meet you, and we're looking forward to doing the classes and discussing this, and I'm sure at some point, we'll probably put together a forum, and we'll begin to chat online like that as well. But for right now, Ochnok, we're just saying hello. This is us.
Hello.
We're here.
Hi.
And we're looking forward to it.
Right. So we are. We're ready to get this thing rolling. I thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad you guys are along for the journey. And I believe we're going to have fun. I think this thing is really going to be...
anytime you get involved in something, it has
great.
to be some fun. It has to be some fun. He just can't do it just halfway. So be prepared for some outrageous stuff. You won't know what you're going to encounter
You're right about
when
that.
you come to our channel. Because this dude here, off the chain. That's all I got to say. Off the chain.
All right. So we love you, and we will see you again. I'm going to leave you with the word that I have. It's called Shatosema. Shatosema. And what that means is that you are a free will being working in love and truth. That's what that means. Shatosema.
Shatosema.